everybody, Val here. I believe I'm live. Everybody see me? It is Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock, and this is my live stream. In here in my craft room, I've put a little coconut oil in my diffuser, and I've got this going. So the room is smelling pretty good. I'm just waiting to see if anybody shows up a minute. I'm going to talk about our cruise that's coming up and the plans that we made. I just got, hey Pat, Patty's here, my sister. I just got our cruise booklet in the mail, and does our cruise planning for us, and she sent the cruise booklet to me. I got it in the mail yesterday. So Steve and I are going to be leaving on the Rhapsody of the Sea on February 2018. That's in 35 days, I believe it is now. So I just thought you all might like to know what our cruise plans are. If you're in the room, and say hi to me in the chat. Always get in the cruise package. She always sends us a reservation, everything we need in here, but she also sends us some luggage tags for our luggage for when we board the ship. We turn our luggage into the porter there. And hi, Larry. Online, that's Strange Dreams. Everybody say hi to Larry. But we'll put our luggage tags on, our big bags into the porter to take onto the ship. And I just carry my small bag on, and I always have like my computer and my cameras and things like that in the small bags. Hey, Don, West Virginia Running Don's here. How you doing? Is it warm up there over in West Virginia? It's warming up here. It was about 50 degrees today, I guess, so far. Anyway, we got some surprises from our travel agent. We knew that with the booking this cruise, we were going to get a complimentary dinner in the dining room for both of us. 45 degrees in Pennsylvania today. And we also knew we were getting $200 per person onboard credits to use while we're on board. And that usually will help to cover our expenses on things like drinks, like pina coladas. I don't drink a lot, but pina coladas and things like that. We play bingo. We do play bingo on board the ships. I don't play at home, but on the ship, I do catch a couple games of bingo. So the $200 onboard credit helps a lot with little onboard stuff that we want to pay for. So we got our little voucher for the dinner for two that comes with our cruise. And this is in an upscale dining room. On the ship is free. Warm outside, but cool in our valley. Cool. So, but on the ships, there are some upscale dining rooms. So we're going to get a dinner. We'll probably go to Chop's Grill. We'll go ahead and book that on Chop's Grill. But she also gave me a little surprise. She put in here a free spa experience for one guest. And this is either a hypolift facial, which I don't have a clue what that is, a Swedish massage, or flexology, including a massage. So I'm going to go with the massage. That's what I'm going to do for my my free thing there. Steve's going to let me have the massage. Steve paid for tip. So hi, Karen. Karen's here. That's my sister. Everybody say hi to her. Steve paid for internet on the ship, so we thought we'd try something different. Usually when we go on cruises, we don't because we want to unplug, and we're not going to sit there and be on the computer all day long. But what we want to try to do is we're going to want to try to do some live streams off the ship. We're going to depart Tampa, Florida on the 25th of February at 4 p.m. And I have my notes over here, so I'm kind of looking at them. So what we plan on doing is sitting on our balcony and maybe live streaming as we're leaving port on the 25th. But I'll put something out on that once we get closer to the cruise date. But I think that would be pretty cool if we can do it, if we're hooked up by that time. Live streams off the ship. So if y'all think that would be cool and would like to see that, we can try to do that while we're on board this time. We normally get a regular balcony cabin, but this time we've got a junior suite, a smaller suite. We're going to be going on the Rhapsody of the Sea, of course. But we've got a smaller suite. We got a junior suite this time because this is our 10th year anniversary. And we wanted to do something a little special. So Steve went ahead and got the junior suite, and the upgrade on the junior suite, it includes, in the bathroom, there's a bathtub instead of just the shower. Most cabins just have showers in them, but in the suites, they actually have bathtubs. So that'll be nice. It'll be a bigger bathroom in there. And also in the sleeping area, they'll have a sofa and 2 chairs. So the sitting area of the junior suite is larger, and the balcony is larger. So this is going to be really nice. I'm excited about this cruise because of the room. Not that balconies are not nice rooms. We love our balconies, but this will be really, really nice. So so we got our cruise papers. Got those from our travel agent, and we got our luggage tags, and we got some special bonus items here, which I hope I stuck back in here because I don't want to lose any of this stuff. But we're going to be leaving on 25th of February from Tampa, Florida. We're going to fly down the day before and stay in a hotel down there, which will be pretty cool. And then Steve's brother, he's got one of his brothers is going to be going with us, and his wife. So they're going to be staying in another hotel separate from us. Hey, Brute, how you doing? Yeah, my travel agent gives us luggage tags every time we go on the cruises. She provides us these laminated luggage tags. So when we get to our hotel, we'll take the airline tags off and we'll put these on so we can check them when we get into the ports. We just go ahead and check them. It's pretty cool to have those. It's convenient. So we're going to get down there the day ahead of time, and we'll probably hang out with Steve's brother a little bit that night. I'm not sure what the plans are exactly for the day we get down there, but then we're going to board the ship on the 25th in Tampa. And probably we usually try to go a little bit early, get there around 11 or 12 o'clock so we can get on the ship and go ahead and get some lunch up in the dining room or something and just hang out a little bit. Ship doesn't leave port until 4 p.m. And of course they got the muster drill and all that stuff you have to go through. But then we're going to try to go out into our room and stay into our room and go onto the balcony is kind of the plan, and set up the computer and see if we can live stream from the balcony and see who can, sail out with us. See if y'all want to join us for the sail out party. So I think that will be really cool. And then of course we're going to take lots and lots of videos. Hi, Thomas. Oh, thanks so much. I'm glad you love our videos. We're going to take a lot of videos, Thomas. I was just telling them that we're going to try to live stream off this ship. So we're going to announce it as we're going along when we see what our scheduling is for the day, and maybe put something out each morning while we're on the ship. It's going to be February 25th through the 4th of March. So we're going to put out little blurbs at the beginning of the day or something and say, or the night before, and say, we're going to try to live stream at this time. And if we have reception at all, because we did get the internet package at all, we're going to try to live stream off the ship. So you guys can try to catch us and catch up with us and ask us how things are going. And I just think it's going to be awesome to try to do this. This is the first time we've tried to live stream off the ship. But we're going to also go ahead and take lots of video to share when we get back too, because I don't want to sit on the internet the whole time I'm on the ship. I want to just have fun. videotape the things we're doing that we're allowed to videotape. I know you can't videotape shows and stuff, but we're going to videotape as much as we can. It's going to be an awesome cruise, Brew. We love cruising. This is our 6th cruise, and we just love it. And we love sharing what we do with other people too. So we love taking videos for you. I've set up all of our My Time Dining. We got My Time Dining. We like to do that. It's more flexible, but we go ahead and make reservations ahead of time. Yeah, I hope the weather's really good too. We make our reservations for My Time Dining ahead of time. We go ahead and book any excursions we want to book, and then we look at what time we think we're going to be back on the ship and go ahead and make our dining reservations, because we don't like to eat late. And so we try to book around 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere in there to eat. So our first port, we're going to go on the 25th. We leave the port, and on the 26th is a full day of cruising. So we're going to be probably doing stuff like playing bingo, sitting around the pool, sitting in the hot tub. Steve, of course, has to get his ice cream because his favorite thing is having ice cream when he gets on the ships. Have his ice cream. And just kind of hang out and have fun with Steve's brother and his wife all day. And we're going to hit the gym. We're going to try to hit the gym every morning that we can, that we're not going out early to do excursions. We're going to hit the gym so that we can stay fit as we can. I know we're working on our weight and our exercising and stuff. Our first stop on the 3rd day, because 2nd day is all cruising. The 3rd day is going to be Georgetown, Grand Caymans, and we're going to arrive at 7 a.m. And we have booked an excursion for 10:30 a.m., which is a certified shore dive. And we're both, if you know, if you don't know, I'm not sure, but we're both certified divers as of last year. We got our certification to dive. Diving down there, we're actually legal to dive. Because I know in the Grand Caymans and Mexico, they have taken us out without being certified, but we wanted to go ahead and get certified. So we did that. So we're going to, this is going to be a 2.5-hour activity. And what the excursion says, it's a guided dive around Casuarina Point Reef. I don't know if anybody knows where that is or not. With depths up to 50 feet for 60 minutes with amazing exploration. This is a perfect dive for underwater photographers and those who have just gotten certified. So this is kind of like a beginner's dive. I do have an underwater camera that is good up to, I think, about 200 feet. And I've never planned on going 200 feet. I don't even plan on going 100 foot. But this camera should be fine for that. It does video and it does pictures. And then Steve has the GoPro too. So we'll be able to have videos from Steve's GoPro and from my camera. So I'm excited to see what we can see down there. I know we have swam with stingrays before, and we've swam with in Grand Caymans. No, was that Grand Caymans? We were swimming with tarpon. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember where that was now. I think that was Grand Caymans. There were tarpon in there. We were swimming with tarpon and sea turtles, and we just love the underwater stuff. So I'm anxious to see what we can see on this next we're going to be doing, because all of the stuff we're going to do in the ports is water stuff, all the water activities, because we love that and we don't get enough of that when we're at home in Virginia here. Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. So then last 10:30 to 1 o'clock is the length. The dive itself is only an hour, but you know, the getting ready and stuff. The excursion lasts till 1 o'clock, and then we have to be on the ship by 3:30 to depart. Now with the Grand Caymans, oh, thank you, Brew. You know what I was going to do? I'm going to tell anybody who puts a dollar amount up here and does this sponsor thing. this money that goes to this is going to go to my church's missions fund, because I'm still trying to collect for the missions fund. So I appreciate the donation, Brew, and that donation's not gonna go to my cruise. My cruise is funded by myself and my husband, but or actually more by my husband, because he's paying for this cruise. I paid for the last one, but besides that, that money will go to missions, because that's where my heart is right now, and that's where the need is right now. So, Brew, thank you so much, and know that that money is going to go to good in my community. Hi, Candy. How are you? I love your last video that I just watched of your dancing. Was very, very cool. You have the best spirit, and I love to watch you dance. Hi, Choppers Rule 1. Choppers Rule 1 is Australia. Am I right? Choppers Rule 1. I hope I got that right. I'm glad that Australia is in the house. It's good to see you here. I was talking about my cruise. So anyway, in the Grand Caymans, Steve has a cousin that actually lives in the Grand Caymans, him and his wife and 2 children. So they're going to meet us at the ship, and he's actually going to go diving with us too. So, and Steve's brother's certified diver too. So we're all going diving together. So it's going to be so much fun. I really think it's, oh, that's okay. Don't give me a sad face. There you go. Thank you. So I think it's going to be so much fun to meet up with his cousin and his wife. We saw them at Christmas. They came up at Christmas in Pennsylvania. We were up at Pennsylvania. But we do need to be back on the ship by 3:30, and we probably won't do any shopping in the Grand Caymans, because we've been there before, and I really don't need anything from the Grand Caymans, so we probably won't do any shopping there. We'll probably just, after the dive, go ahead and get back on the ship and get ready for dinner, because dining again will be at 5:30. Oh my gosh, Brew, you're so awesome. Oh my gosh. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you. It's going to go to good. I so appreciate that. That will go to our missions. Absolutely. Any donations, and I'm not doing this for donations. I'm doing this just to share my cruise with you guys. But the kindness of your heart is so appreciated, and that money will go to missions. Any money that I get out of my chats, it's going straight to my missions. So thank you. Thank you so much. So we're getting back on the ship at 3:30. We're going to leave port at 5:30, and that will be on the 27th of February. Hopefully between the 3:30 and the 5:30 before dinner, maybe we'll have a time in our room, to go back, of course, and take our showers, but maybe we'll have a little time in that time to do a live stream, maybe try to get a live stream in. Or I know we'll go to shows probably that evening. I don't know about live streaming late at night. It's going to depend how tired we are, because diving takes a lot out of you. It's pretty strenuous. So it's just going to depend on how we feel. And we'll probably have to take that break after we get back from the excursion to, get a hot shower, and then maybe sit in the balcony with a drink or something, and just because it is very strenuous. So the ship leaves port at 3:30, and then it's heading to Cozumel, Mexico. It'll arrive on the 28th in Cozumel, Mexico at 10:30 a.m. And we have a 2-tank certified dive. We're going to go down twice. It's from 12:30 to 4:30. We'll be on a boat, and we're going to go out, and Steve's brother's going with us too. And we're going to do 2 dives off the boat. Hey, Grant, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you could stop in. I caught a little bit on Thursday night of your Thursday night, but I didn't stay around long. I had so much to try to catch up with. But I do enjoy. I'm popping in on your live feeds when you're doing them. I'm talking about our cruise and what we've got planned, and I'm down to the day 4, right? Day 4, we're in Cozumel, and we're going to do a 2-tank certified dive. And this is drift diving at, can't say the word, Arrecife de Cozumel National Marine Park. It says it has spectacular coral formations. The first stop will be classic Cozumel wall dive, which plunges 80 foot below the surface, followed by a second dive of an underwater paradise where we'll see tropical fish, lobsters, and moray eels. It says clear blue water with 200-foot visibility, brilliant coral reefs, and wall dives, stingrays, nurse sharks, manta rays, sea turtles, bottlenose dolphins, and spotted eagle rays. So if we see all of that, I am going to be so excited. Wow, we're going to take our cameras. We're going to just keep our cameras, our underwater cameras. Hope we get a lot of awesome video to share with you guys. So we'll do our 2-tank dive in Cozumel, and then the ship leaves at 4:30. We've been to Cozumel 2 times before, so we're not going to do any souvenir shopping in Cozumel because, you know, I usually, all that I get usually for souvenirs is a picture frame and something for our Christmas tree, a Christmas tree ornament. So I've already got something from Cozumel, and I've already got something from Grand Caymans. Buying any souvenirs, I don't need an extra, you know, another souvenir from Cozumel or Grand Caymans. So when we're leaving Cozumel at 4:30 p.m. and then our excursion finishes at 4:30, and then the ship leaves Cozumel at 6 p.m. No. The ship leaves Cozumel at 7:30. Our dinner is at 6 p.m. So from 4:30 to 6 p.m., when we get back on the ship, yeah, we may have time for a little live feed off the ship there. I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll try to figure it out once we get on the ship, and then we'll let you guys know during the day what time we're going to try to live feed if you want to try to catch a live stream off the ship. I would love to have y'all there. That would be so awesome to have you guys on the ship with us. So day 5, we arrive in Belize City, Belize at 9 a.m. And we have never been to Belize, so I'm excited about going to Belize. In Belize, we didn't do a dive. There wasn't an excursion for diving there, so we didn't do that. But we are doing a water sport. We're going to be doing at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to a barrier reef to do some snorkeling and an island escape. So basically what it is embark on an exhilarating underwater quest on a half-day tour of Belize Barrier Reef, including a colorful reef and meeting resident sea life. Glide across glittering blue waters while cruising via boat to the Belize Reef, plunge into and snorkel the stunning underwater environments. It's going to include rays and over 500 species of fish, but these are more like sand sharks. So it's not sharks that we're concerned with. I've always wanted to swim with the sharks, and I think these 2 excursions are going to hopefully satisfy that for me. Yeah, Belize sounds wonderful. I've never been there, and I'm so excited about going there. I do want to do a little shopping there. And the ship departs at 6 p.m. and our excursion gets done at 3:30. So hopefully they'll leave us off in a place where we can do a little bit of shopping, so I can get a Belize ornament for my tree and a picture frame, so that I can get that done. I have a couple of picture frames over here from our last Alaska trip, and we haven't put them on the wall yet. I'm still finishing up the shadow boxes that Steve made, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, we take a picture port that we're in, and we put it in a picture frame from the port, and we have like a memory wall in our house where we put everything up. So it should be really cool. I'll have to get the Belize one. And then the last port that we're going to is Cozumel, Mexico, and we have never been there either. So we arrived there at 6 a.m. on the 2nd of March, and we're doing a 2-tank dive there. So this is going to be the Mesoamerican barrier reef system. It's the largest barrier reef system in the northern hemisphere. And it's saying there's an abundance of pristine corals, reef formations, and marine life, including turtles, stingrays, eels, nurse sharks, and more. So this is 4 hours. This is going to be starting at 8 a.m. So that's pretty early until noon. And we don't depart the port until 4. So that'll give us time to, if we want to go back on the ship and change and then go shopping and hang out a little bit in the town to find out what Cozumel is like. Hopefully Belize. Will we get done at 3:30? We may have time to be in port a little bit just to do a little shopping and stuff, hopefully. All right, and then at 4 o'clock, the ship leaves Cozumel, and we are dining at 7:30. We have to pick a day to do our specialty dining because we haven't booked that yet, so I'm not sure what night we'll do that, but we're going to figure out. There's usually 2 formal nights. Yeah, we're going to have to come home to take a break. That's right. You got that right. We stay really busy on the cruises. We try to find some time to rest in there and have a drink or two. I mean, we're not big drinkers, but I like my pina coladas. And usually when we're watching the shows at night, it's time to like just sit back and have a drink during the show and relax. And we have a wonderful balcony in our suite. We're having the junior suite with a balcony. So I'm hoping to be able to spend some time on the balcony, just maybe having a drink and some fruit or something like that, and just taking time to relax and unwind. The 7th day, that's the last day of the cruise, is a cruising day. So we have all day at sea, which will give us time to relax. I do have the spa coupon or the free spa treatment. So that's probably the day I'm going to reserve. I'm probably going to go ahead and reserve a massage for that day so that I can kick back and work out all the muscles from all the dives and get ready to go home and go back to work, unfortunately. But that's our plans for our cruise. Does anybody want to ask any questions about any of this stuff? Because I don't know if there's anything that I didn't tell you that you want to know about the cruise or whatever. I know I'm going to probably start packing a couple weeks out. I'll probably start pulling all my stuff together. And this being a Caribbean cruise, I can bring all my my sundresses and stuff to wear. And, I won't be sitting in shorts and jeans. I'm not much on shorts, but I do like to bring my my long dresses with me to, my sundresses to sit around in. So we are so looking forward to this cruise. I don't know. I may do a packing video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a packing video or not, but we may do that. And the same as before, do the other little videos leading up to it. But I'm really trying right now. My main focus is to drop a few pounds because I had gained a few pounds after my Alaska cruise and really haven't been working to stay fit like I should. So I know I'm got to work to get maybe about 5 to 10 pounds off just because the scuba gear is pretty heavy and you're weighted down. And the less weight I have on my knees usually is the best. Yeah, I'm looking good. I appreciate that, Brute. I feel like I still am not looking how I want to look. And I have knees that give me a problem. I have arthritis in my knees, so I really have to watch my weight. And I am overweight. I have quite a few pounds to go. I do real well at 170, and I'm at 186 right now. So technically, I could lose another 20 pounds, and that's where I probably should be. Uh, I do well because I stay active. I stay active with my job and with the boys and everything here. And because Steve and I really do live a pretty active life, we like to stay busy and active. So, I'm health wise, I'm very good. I've just had a checkup and I'm cleared for diving and everything. My my lungs are good, my blood pressure is good, everything is good. I'm but I just feel like I need to take some weight off my knees. So because the gear is heavy. And it helps to be doing a boat dive because you just kind of put the gear on while you're sitting and flip off the back of the boat, and you don't have to deal with the weight. But the shore dive, I'm going to have to carry the weight on my back. So till we get in, I think Steve wanted to do mostly boat dives, but I do want to do a shore dive, and I'm glad it's the first dive is a shore dive because we haven't dived since summer. I think August was our last dive, and I feel like I need to do a shore dive for comfort levels with me. To just jump off a boat and go down for me is I need to do a shore dive first. So I'm doing it at more of a comfort level thing for me. Um, this diving is new. I love being underwater. I've loved what we've done in the past, but I just comfortable doing it, or I'm not going to have a good time. So, uh, besides that, on the cruises, I know we'll probably the first thing we'll do when we get is go find the ice cream because that's what Steve likes to do. Our rooms are never ready until usually around 2 o'clock or something like that. So we usually, when we get on the ship around 11, we go find Steve's ice cream so we know where that is, and then we go to the dining room or usually it's the buffet up on the by the pool. They'll be open and you can go and get your food then. So we go get lunch there and just kind of explore the ship a little bit ready. So that's pretty much our plan. Um, and then most of it, but I guess everything else is pretty much, our excursions and um, dining and we usually do bingo. We've done they have the art gallery there, and we have done the art shows before. We've done cooking shows before when they've had like cooking shows. These chefs from the ship will come up and do a cooking show or something. We like to watch that kind of stuff. Stage tours before. Not really looking at doing that right now. Thank you, Brew. Thank you so much for stopping by and for your donation to our charities, our missions. It'll go to great use. I so appreciate you coming by. It was wonderful having you in the chat with us. Um, have a wonderful weekend. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Are my sisters still in the chat? I haven't heard from my sisters here lately. What are y'all doing today? Y'all just hanging out? Is anybody else live streaming tonight? No. Everybody's quiet. I'm gonna I'm gonna cook spaghetti, or I'm gonna cook spaghetti for Steve tonight, and a non-pasta pasta for me. Something that doesn't, it's not pasta. Uh, yes, Thomas, we got our certification. It's a PADI certification, PADI, and it's through the local dive shop. We have a dive shop down the street, through a local dive shop down the street. You have to do online study first, and when you pass the online study, then you go and do water dives with the dive shop. There's a certified dive master that takes you out. We were pretty dumb, and we did our water part of ours in April last year, which they do the first weekend. They do in a pool, and you go through some of the skills. You have to show that you can like float on your back for an hour, or no, it's not that long. I think it's like 10 minutes or something. And then you have to swim the laps of the pool without touching the bottom, and different skills with your snorkel and stuff like that. I don't know. There's different skills you have to go through. Anyway, the second weekend, we had to go into the quarry to dive, and it was cold. I mean, as soon as that water hits you, it was cold, and we picked the wrong month to do it. And the first day we went down and just froze to death, and they took you down on a platform that was like 20 foot deep or something in that range. And there was like 10 people in our class, and we all were kneeling on the platform, and the dive master would go in front of each of us and have us do a skill, like we had to remove our masks and then put them back on and clear them and show that we could do that skill. Well, when you took your mask off and it was that cold down there, your whole face just like you wanted to gasp. It was cold. It was so, your face froze. And on the second day, when I went down, when I was getting ready to go, and I told the dive master, I said, "It is so cold down there." And he said, "Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it." He said, "I wouldn't want to take my mask off." He said, "I would do it when it's warm." And they, of course, we had 8 millimeter skin suits on, but they had like dry suits on, so they weren't as cold as we were. I don't think. I don't know. But we also had to take our regulator out of our mouth and toss it, and then try to get it back. Simulating that you've lost your regulator. It's come out of your mouth, and be able to recover it and put it back in your mouth and clear it. The dive master sat in front of you with a regulator, so in case you couldn't get yours, you would take his and use his spare regulator to be able to breathe, so you wouldn't panic. When I did mine, um, no, we're in Chesterfield. There's a dive shop just down the street from our house in Chesterfield. The quarry is in Rawlins, Virginia. It's get the name of the quarry, but it's Rawlins, Virginia. That's south. That's south on 85. Oh, you're in Spotsylvania. Oh, cool. We go up to Lake Anna a lot and go fishing up there, Pennsylvania. Do you go up to Lake Anna? Anyway, when he was doing the regulator, I don't think I finished that story. Anyway, I went to swoop to get my regulator, and I didn't have it. And the dive master was holding this thing in front of me, and I thought for a minute. Then I said, "No, I'm not going to take his." And I did a second swoop and got my regulator. So I didn't panic. But when we went down that second day, I didn't even want to stay down there. I had to talk myself into staying on the raft, or on the platform, because it was so cold, and I knew that I was freezing the day before, and I didn't want to go down again. But I had to talk myself into going down and staying down and getting it over with, so I didn't have to try to do the whole certification over again. Thomas? I know some people say they would never dive, that it'd be too scary. They would rather jump out of an airplane or something, but it's very relaxing. As long as you're with somebody I wouldn't want to go down by myself, unless I was like in the quarry. Well, you can't go down by yourself. That's not allowed, but that's against the rules. You have to have a buddy all the time, but I wouldn't even want to go down with Steve, who is my buddy, without somebody I didn't know leading us or didn't know the area leading us. Unless we're in the quarry, we go in the quarry by ourselves. But you can't get lost because it's like a swimming. It's a quarry. So anyway, um, I think it is. At the Rhapsody pictures and stuff, and it looks like the smallest ship we've ever been on, but definitely probably the oldest ship we've ever been on too. Hey, a view is a view. Hey, how you doing? She's local too. She's in Virginia too. Um, yeah, the Rhapsody is probably the oldest ship I've been on. I noticed it doesn't look like they have a lot of balconies. Or I'm not remembering now, but it looks like it's a really small ship. VA is definitely in the house. We got Thomas, we got myself, and we got a view is a view. And I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I don't know if you say your name in your videos. We've never been on the Enchantment of the Seas. Oh, did you like it? How was the service? We're thinking we normally we get better service on the smaller ships. I'm thinking it's going to be awesome. Oh, that's right, Min Pam. That's right. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful out today. Yeah, it is good to get away. And I enjoy not having internet on the ship. Steve wanted to try to do this time so we could live stream off it, but I like to get disconnected because I have a work phone. It doesn't ever stop ringing, seems like, and I like to get away from people being able to contact me. We're leaving out of Florida, out of Tampa, Florida, and we'll be flying down the day before and staying overnight there. Is that the second time you've been on that? We went on the Oasis of the Sea a couple years ago. That ship is huge. I mean, we love the smaller ships. The Oasis was big and it was beautiful. We didn't get to see the water show. It got canceled. We went twice and it got canceled. Larger ships, Thomas, make sure that you have reservations for all the shows ahead of time. You can go online and book them because if you don't, you're not going to get into the shows. So there's a place online to go and to make your okay, well then this your second time going on it, because I'm glad somebody told me, or we wouldn't have had reservations for the shows. I know you don't have to do that on the smaller ships, but the larger ships, there's just so many people on the ships. And what I didn't like about the Oasis was they wouldn't let you into the shows ahead of time. They made you wait in a line, and no other ship ever made us wait in a line to get into a show. We could always just walk in and sit down, but they made us wait in line, and then they had to check and make sure we had the reservations for the show and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to this little ship, with my diet restrictions, not because I'm on a diet, but there's certain foods I can't eat because of gluten and stuff. With the larger ship, easy because there was always a pizza shop or something, but I can't eat pizza and I can't eat sandwiches, so I would have to go way down to the other side of the ship to try to find something to eat. This was really slow, and it was hard to find a seat in the dining room, and we probably will never go on a ship that large again just because it was a struggle for us. Um, we missed out on shows because we couldn't get into even the buffet to eat. Just, to us, it was just too many people in the service. It lacked in service. The ship, it was a beautiful ship. The specialty dining was awesome. We did have some specialty dining on that ship, and it was wonderful. The dining rooms are wonderful. The buffet is just hard to get a seat in the buffet. So we went on one Carnival ship, Carnival Pride, which was a beautiful ship too. We prefer the Royal Caribbean. We've never been on Princess or Holland America or anything else. We have been on one celebrity cruise, and that's been a lot of years back. Yeah, that's an awesome restaurant, 150 Central Park. I loved all the dining rooms. I loved all the specialty dining rooms on Oasis. We never got a bad meal in the specialty dining rooms there. That was a really nice restaurant. You can't go wrong. Um, Celebrity probably had some of the best food that I've had on a cruise ship. Celebrity, we went on Celebrity Mercury, and I think it was, though it's been a long time back. That was the first cruise we ever took, and it was a 14-day cruise to the Southern Caribbean. And I'd love to do another 14-day cruise and go back to the Southern Caribbean, but we haven't done that yet. Oh, that would be cool. We want to do Bermuda. I'll have to try that. I need to write that down. I'm going to write that down. Celebrity Summit. I'm going to check that out because we do want to do Bermuda. Did it go to any other ports? I like Celebrity. Did you all do the adult night on Royal Caribbean? They have like an adult game show where you go in and you have to like scavenger hunt stuff, because that was the funnest thing I think I did on the ship. The Oasis of this no the when we went to Alaska last year. Where were we? What the ship we were on? I forgot the name of the ship. Um, that was the funnest thing we ever did. And if you haven't done that, you need to do that. Bermuda. If they do that again this time, if they have that same game show, we're going to do that because that was so much fun. I mean, I don't think we've laughed that hard in a long, long time. So if they have that on your next cruise, you need to do that. I mean, we're not big nightclub people. We did on the last one to Alaska because we had our whole family there. So we did hang out in a couple of nightclubs and listen to music. But besides that, if it's just Steve and I, we don't usually hang out in the clubs. We may go see a little karaoke or see the shows at night. But then normally we tend to go back to our rooms or go to the pool. We might even go to the hot tub and hang out in the hot tub or something, which is probably what we're going to be doing a lot because of the diving, and just to get our muscles relaxed after we finish, because it takes a lot on your legs for the swimming for that long. when you're not used to swimming. And it's going to be using different muscles than walking. And I walk a lot, but I don't swim a lot. So I swim when, we're doing our diving, and that's about it. So that's going to be my challenge with the cruise, is going to be the muscles that I'm going to be using for the diving. Granny Monster in the house. Happy Saturday, Granny Monster. What are you up to today? Are you just getting up? I haven't even eaten lunch. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's almost time for dinner. I went shopping this morning. I had to run to the dollar store. I went down to Everything's a Dollar to see what I could find for a game we want to play with my grandson in a couple weekends. Is his birthday, so we're putting together a little game for him with dollar store stuff. So I'll make a video of that when we do that in a couple of weeks. He wants to go bowling and go to Taco Bell for his birthday. So that's what he's going to do with Steve and I. That's Grandma's day for his birthday. Grandma does something special with him, Grandma and Grandpa. So Steve and I are going to take him bowling and take him to Taco Bell. Really? That's awesome. You just stay on the ship and then you go off anytime you want to Bermuda? I could definitely get into that. And I bet they have a lot of good diving too. I think I heard that Bermuda has some good diving. That's pretty cool. I'm going to check into that. I wrote it down. Celebrity Summit, Bermuda. I'm definitely going to check into that. Is that the only port they go to? Or do they go to something else? Very cool. Yeah, I haven't had coffee today. All right. Goes to Bermuda for 7 days. How long does it take to get there? Is it like 2 days there, then 3 days it stays there, and then 2 days to get back? So where's it leave out of? Florida or Baltimore? We're closer to Baltimore. The Baltimore ones are easy. We can just drive up. What's Baltimore? New Jersey. Huh. We've never gone out of New Jersey. Is it the port easy to get in and out of? I'd have to see how far that is. How far is that from? Do you fly up there? Is that an easy drive? We drove up last time. It was easy drive up and back. I don't think I've ever been to New Jersey. That might be something we have to check that out. I'm definitely going to check that out. Making my notes. That would be really cool. That's very cool. Smaller ships. We definitely love the smaller ships. I'm really excited about the Rhapsody. I'm excited because we got a suite on this one. The junior suite, but still, it's going to be special because this is our anniversary cruise. We've been 10 years 10 years married, 18 years, dating, whatever. But this will be a nice cruise. Well, every cruise is a nice cruise. So, but this is going to be cool because we have the bigger room, the suite. So. All right, I'm running on an hour here almost. I don't want to keep you guys all afternoon. I know you probably have other people to see. And Ovation of the Sea is going to start cruising to Alaska. We went on Explorer of the Sea to Alaska. Explorer, that's who we went in May last year. Cool. Have you been to Alaska? No, Oasis didn't go to Alaska. Explorer of the Sea. Karen, we were on the Explorer. We were on the Oasis we went to Jamaica on the Oasis. Have you been to Alaska, Thomas? Oh, you did? Oh, cool. That's cool. It's very cold up there. I don't know. I prefer my cruises to go somewhere warm, but the cruise was awesome. It was beautiful. We had whales swimming beside the ship. We saw seals, we saw sea lions. I mean, the wildlife, the eagles. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Um, oh, okay. What branch of the military? Steve and I were Marines, but that was a lot of years ago. Thank you for your service. Oh, Alaska's just so cold. I couldn't live up there. I just don't see how I could ever live up there. Navy. Cool. So you gotta love ships. I know you love being on the ships. Thank you. Very, very cool. Yeah, Alaska is beautiful. It's so beautiful up there. And we just saw a short little bit of it. We only got into like Skagway and Juneau. Um, so we really didn't see much of Alaska at all. I'd like to get up more into Alaska, but Steve said if we go to Alaska again, it's not going to be on a ship. It's going to be going up into Alaska. True. They are a lot different, I'm sure. I've never been on a Navy ship, but totally not the same. uh, yeah, I'd like to go to Anchorage one day. We'll see. It's on our bucket list to get up there. I'd love to do some salmon fishing. We really wanted to do some salmon fishing when we went up in Juneau, but it didn't work out. They put a ban on salmon, and we weren't allowed to salmon fish. So, I mean, but one day we'll get up there and try to do that again. I'm sure we will. It's on our bucket list. We gotta use our diving certification a little first, so we're going south where it's warm. Hopefully that it'll be the weather will cooperate with us this time, and we won't run into any storms or anything. Last time we were down there, it got a little rocky, and it was a little hard swimming. All right, I'll let you know, Karen. But you want to go to Anchorage, or we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what port. I still want to do. I still want to do Ireland and Scotland too. So that's on my bucket list too. Always been on my bucket list. I really want to go to Bermuda, um, so I can dive. So, all right, I'm so glad you joined us, Thomas. I've enjoyed talking with you. Please stop by again. I appreciate you that you watch my vlogs, and I'm looking forward to the vlogs from the one coming up. And I hope you'll catch some of our live streams because that'll be cool. We're gonna try that this year. That'll be definitely cool. So I'm going to thank everybody for stopping by. It's been an hour. We're going on 5 o'clock. I have to get dinner started, and I appreciate everybody coming by. This has been a lot of fun, getting me very excited for my cruise. I will talk to everybody another time, and y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.